YouTube, welcome to Cafe Enoma and welcome to our reaction to Bad Religion. We are going to react to the song You Don't Belong. This is our first time single take honest reaction to this song. It is requested by our patron Timothy. Let's get started.
Hey, you, is there something worth aspiring to? And can it be found in a record store? Well, it's not there anymore. Just think of all the things we did. We were different, just like all the other kids. Misty was a teen blue video star. Dom took his life in his mother's car. Maya went to college, but you knew about that. Rodney played a record. She started riots. Lauren is always quiet. She was battling depression. Hey, you, is there something worth belonging to? And can I pick it up for a song, or a diploma, or a worthy cause? Well, let me tell you that there's nothing wrong. It's just the ones like us will never belong. Jack wore a skirt, but he knew how to scrap. Billy went to county on a class 1 possession. Wendy went to school while her daddy shot smack. Eugene kept the list. Muggle was security. Mary, she kept her purity. We were all in it together. Yellowed postcards on the wall serve to cover up a blankness after all. So I will carry them along like a song when I'm gone, yeah. Something worth belonging to. You know we've been here all along, like our Confederacy of the wrong. And our Confederacy could be prejudice, but to you I dedicate this song. Yeah, to you.
Finally, something a bit different from Bad Religion after listening to 5 songs more or less on the same lines. Here's something a bit different. So I enjoyed it a lot. I connected with it also in many ways because all of us have different kinds of different personalities basically. Individually, we are all unique, we are all different. And this song highlights that beautifully in the lyrics. Everyone is a little bit different. Everyone also has their own dark side, their own problems, their own hang-ups, their own reasons for wherever they have gone or wherever they have gotten to in life. So different examples were given here, maybe 15 to 20 examples of individuals who he possibly knew, the band, the artists possibly knew from their high school days. And it was easy to connect with because yes, we all have the similar things, and yes, it's sad to know that so many of them were had their big problems, and a couple of them took away or lost their lives due to it. One in the mom's car and one later on, if I'm not mistaken. But the fact is that yes, we all have our troubles. Every 1 out of 5 Americans has a mental problem, whether it's anxiety disorders, mental disorders, stress-related disorders, or etc. 2 out of 5 Americans in their adulthood, they'll probably suffer from Alzheimer's, dementia, or cancer. So it's powerful statistics, you know. I mean, and many of them don't even know it. Many of them are not diagnosed. When I say 2 out of 5, you say, oh, I'm wrong. They're not diagnosed. Diagnose all of them, and you'll know it may be 3 out of 5 adults in America having that problem. So the reason for that high number of these diseases and disorders in the adulthood is purely to do with bad childhood, poor upbringing, poor cultural upbringing, poor parenthood, etc. Very bad substandard education system, and the results can be seen in adulthood. I mean, it's not just the environmental or government factors that have a major role to play in your lifestyle and lifestyle choices, but it's also your upbringing. Your upbringing, and that upbringing also includes your friend circle, it includes your education or non-education, it includes your neighborhood, your peers, your neighbors, etc., who are around you every single day and night, as well as your other people, in society that control and manipulate the way decisions and choices that you make. So this is a good song for all those reasons, because it highlights how things go for people as they grow older, but it doesn't give you much reason for why it has happened. So that's the sad part, as usual. Substandard lyric writing from Bad Religion, but I like it anyway because it's different from the other songs I heard of them.
I like there was a guitar solo piece that was there. That was well done, timed well and well done as well. I like the length of it. It wasn't overdone. It was just right. Just like Savio said, it's the upbringing that matters a lot, and it does. Parenthood that matters a lot in a person's, reaching that self-esteem in your journey of life. The initial days, the foundation years are the most important years, and there are so many, I would say majority percentage of the people, they do not get that right. It's an unfortunate thing. It's definitely an unfortunate thing. We don't have any courses, we don't have any programs, we don't have anybody who is dedicated to that we must have programs running all over the world to teach parents how to raise the children, because that is what our society is tomorrow. We don't put enough efforts. We are putting a lot of efforts in making phones. We are putting a lot of efforts in
selling
getting people
guns, selling drugs,
all of
selling
that.
prescription
The whole war
drugs,
machine is a different world altogether. It's a planet of its
promoting
own.
violence,
Yeah,
promoting women
and
trashing,
all of those things. Yes,
abuse.
lot of things. Equality and all the distorted forms of it that we practice and that people boast about and people glorify, racial things that are, somehow they are supposed to be doing equality, but at the same time they are promoting more division in the society, so that it keeps on going on. So we have all these programs running simultaneously, but there is no one program that is universal program that helps parents, help children grow into a better human being, and there is no one focusing on it, no one dedicating anything. Now there are talks about environmental things, which is very good, but if we just raised good children, if we just raised good human beings, we didn't have to think about any of these problems. We would be solving so many more problems by not creating them, by just creating better human beings, but we just don't do that. I don't know how the animals manage to do that. I don't know how the birds manage to do that. I don't know how, but the fish manage to do that. They don't do the crazy things that we do. They are not as crazy as we are in the way we live our lives. They know their purpose of life, or maybe they don't, but they don't destroy things either for anybody. They are living in their animal kingdom, their environment, and they happen to be living in harmony. They follow all those rules that they have been following for millions of years. It is us who are kind of crazy all the time, looking for things that we don't know what we are looking for. It's always, people don't know, humans don't know what exactly do they want. And that's what the major problem is. They don't know what would satisfy them. They don't know what would make them happy. They don't know where it ends. They don't know when it should stop and when it should begin. We don't know any of it. And nobody tells us, because we don't know what life is. It's so difficult, it's so confusing. And a lot of people take 20 years, a lot of people take 25 years, some people take 35 years to understand this is what it is. Like, this is what life is. Because they saw it through movies, they try to figure it out through music, like the music like this, that they are talking about all of the people, somebody is doing this, somebody is doing that, somebody is addicted to this, somebody is doing something else, whatever is, clicks with them, whatever they feel like is what they should be doing. So you get a lot of sources, your uncles, your aunts, your parents, your mother, father, grandparents, and so many people. But I think just a couple of days ago, I was talking about, we had award ceremony of our civilian awards, highest civilian awards, and there happens to be a 107-year-old woman who's also an activist, she's a farmer, she's been a farmer almost all her life. So I was discussing that, and when we went into her childhood, her grandparents raised her. So I realized almost grandparents get it right than compared to other people because of that experience of life that they already carry with them. I'm not saying 100% of the time, but they do get it right almost. Percentage is high in raising children the way they do. And those who have had grandparents raising them, they will see the difference when they grow up in understanding things, in having a clarity in life compared to those who didn't have. So I think we should also look into that, because it helps. There is something that helps. Something you should know. There is a lot that helps. Their experience, they have seen life, they know how to do. If they are good human beings, that is. Not everybody, every grandparent or old person is a good person. But if they are themselves sane, they will most probably raise good children. So that should be looked into, researched into by governments. We put so much money into so many cynical researches and cynical viruses that we are throwing onto each other. One country throwing in another, and the other one planting somewhere else quietly, as if we have nothing to do, and then the whole world is now seeing viruses after viruses. Instead of that, if we just focused on the right things, we would have somewhere to go, and we wouldn't have so many crazy things happening among children that happen.
That's it for this one.